Okay. You're still a teenager and you just see a friend of yours kill himself right in front of you.
Yeah.
I mean, on one level, you want to get out of the situation and get away. But on the other level, this is your friend who you care about. So what emotionally went through your head when you saw that happen?
Yeah, like shit. When it happened, it was like, all right, because you gotta think, it was like his girlfriend was in there. It was a house full of people. But you know, shit, I had my shit on me. Like I had shit, like, you know, but I stayed right across across the street and shit though. So I'm like, shit, you know, I make sure he good, call the ambulance, shit. I'm about to go put my guns up and shit though. I know the police and shit about to come. So, you know, nigga went and handled that. And then by the time nigga was going back across the street and shit, it was like, you know, it was a whole.
Right, because the police show up to investigate the situation, and I guess they start to investigate you, thinking that you might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
And I guess when they show up, your mom ends up giving them one of your guns.
It was some shit like it's so crazy because motherfucking my mama ain't even know what was going on. Like after it happened, I went and I put my guns when I was going to hide my guns and shit. I guess she probably like, man, she was like yelling at me about like the trash or some shit like that. So she like she bitching about the trash and shit. So I guess she probably heard me going up in my closet, hiding the guns up in there and shit. So when I left, she went in my room, found them. So by the time I came back upstairs, she already had them motherfuckers just sitting right there like, what are you doing? Well, I tell you about bringing these guns in my house. Like, she on my ass about the shit, though. And then, shit, I got in trouble. But I knew the police was gonna come knocking on the door at any given second, though. So fucking, I'm like, man, I don't even want them to come knock on the door because she gonna go crazy. So I just went downstairs and just waited in the lobby. Then when the police came in, I seen them. And then he asked me, he like, you could try. They already knew who I was and shit though. So I'm like, yeah. And then, you know, they took me, but then they end up going back to the spot later on and shit. Yeah, they got the guns from out the house.
Okay, but you actually didn't have anything to do with it.
What?
Well, I mean, your friend getting killed, he killed himself. So
No,
so whatever
of course
gun
not.
they end up getting, the ballistics didn't match
The
up
ballistics
to the
didn't
gun
match
that.
up, no.
Okay, so in that case, shouldn't that whole gun case be thrown out because there was no probable cause
No,
or
I
whatever
still
else?
got in trouble for the gun.
Hmm.
I still got in trouble for the gun, but I ain't getting in trouble for that.
Okay, this is where the high-priced lawyers would have came in nicely, like to get the whole thing thrown out. You know, if you were in that position at that point, but unfortunately, you're just still a teenager. So you end up getting charged with the gun that you had at your house.
Yeah.
Okay, and did you get locked up over that or something else?
That was one of the cases I was fighting. I ain't get
Okay,
locked up for that. You talking about when I went and did my bid?
yeah, because that came later
That was a
on.
whole
That
nother
came.
case. That was some other shit. That shit.
Okay,
So it's like I had a warrant for that. Like, all right, I went. They locked me up for 72 hours and shit. They locked me up for 72 hours. When I got out, I guess they put a warrant on me. They ain't come get me for like months, and then they came and got me because I had a warrant for the guns and shit they found and shit.